we're going to talk about how you're going to find your voice and the perfect tone where you feel comfortable writing and that it can also connect with your audience. Now, when I talk about tone, when I am speaking to you or when you're speaking to someone, your tone is picked up on your nonverbal actions. It could be a facial expression, your body language, or the volume of your voice, whether it's high or low, whether you come off as aggressive, I can't even do it right, or if you are someone who has more of a friendly nature. All of that is found in your physical tone. But how do you convey that with writing? Well, you do that through the use of words, through the use of punctuations, and the sentence structure of your articles. Now I will go over the 4 most common tones for writing a blog post that you've probably read somewhere online. The first one is you may have come across a blog that is more humorous and witty, shares a lot of their own personality in the blog post, and it's usually on topics that are humorous, and sometimes you may see it on blog posts, articles, or keywords that are kind of boring, so the writer adds a little humor or wit to it. But just be careful. Please know your audience, because this may not work for everybody. So if you're writing a paper on the latest scientific data, that person may not want you to be writing so humorous. So just keep that in mind. Now, the next tone is informative. These articles are usually well researched. They're very factual. The sentences are very straight to the point. Sometimes they can be a little bit longer, but the author really doesn't put too much of the opinion that they may have. They just go straight to the facts. And you can see this type of writing with a lot of news companies. The next tone, which is my favorite, and that is conversational. And this is more of a friendly tone. It feels as if you are having a one-on-one conversation with your reader. To me, when you are a blogger and you're sharing an experience like a vacation somewhere, or if you are doing a product review, or if you are sharing a recipe, a lot of times you have to show that personal side to yourself and have more of a conversational style. It helps the reader, one, engage quickly with you, and then they'll want to engage with whatever you're trying to sell on that particular blog post, whether you're getting more ad revenue because they're seeing more of your ads on the page, or you're allowing them to feel comfortable with you and your recommendation on a particular product, that they go click on your affiliate link and go purchase that product, or actually purchase your own product. So conversational is one of my favorites. Now, the last one, that's one of the more common ones, is the formal or the professional tone. These you will find in a lot of scientific and medical research report papers because they have to be straight to the point. You can also see this in technology pieces, and a lot of times you don't see a lot of the personality of the writer. But if you happen to have a technology blog, maybe you can create a tone that combines informative tone with a little bit of conversational tone and also professional. That way it's not so cold. And if you're trying to increase some of your affiliate revenue on that particular blog post, you'll be able to do that because you're kind of mixing all the tones together. Now, when it comes to writing with first person versus second or third person, to me, I do a combination of all 3 depending on the article. All right, so now I want to go over some of the point of views that you can incorporate into your blog to kind of help the overall tone. Now, when you are in English class, they like to talk about first person, second person, and third person. But when you're writing as a blogger, some of the things that I have saw that is more effective for connecting with your audience is when you are switching between first and second person point of view. Meaning, when I'm in first person point of view, I'm using words like I, me, mine, my, our, myself, we, ourselves. And then when I'm in second person, I'm doing you, your, yours, yourself. And that's kind of having like a dialogue interaction. So if I'm talking to the person about going to Walt Disney World, and I'm mixing first person point of view and second person point of view, I might say, I had the most amazing day at Walt Disney World, but I know these are the best rides for you. Instead of saying, you can come to Disney World and these are the rides that guests love the most. You know, it's very robotic. It's kind of informal, and you're kind of taking yourself out a little bit. So if you look at some of the blogs that I write, like this one right here, you'll see there is a lot of mixture between the first and second person point of view. Now you do have the third person point of view, and that's when you're talking more like she, her, he, him, they, them, herself, hers, himself, his, themselves, their, or theirs. So those are some point of views to incorporate in your blog, but overall just do whatever connects with your audience. But I will say the combination of all three, you can do all three combinations for your blogs, because I do that on occasion, but a mixture between the one and two, like I said before, will be the best for you. Now that we have the tone out of the way, we're going to talk about finally how to write better for your blog post. I know I keep teasing this. So we're going to go to the next lesson now.